MAF Reactions point oh, and I got another reaction video for y'all. Links will be in the description down below for the original video if you want to watch the full podcast and the channel that this comes from. All in the description down below. And we're going to be reacting to The Rock starting up the XFL again and why he wanted to purchase the XFL. So y'all know what time it is. Cue the way.
Come on, people, we rock. Let me show you how we get it outside.
Confidence, in speaking of that, starting the XFL, because I really wanted to get here. And you keep saying, player 54.
Yeah.
And having an opportunity to do that and give a lot of guys who have been in your position, right? Which is why the XFL was very vital to them to continue to be able to live out their dreams. What was it for you that made having that opportunity such a one that you've seen to take with such an appreciation, a gratefulness, and it's almost you giving back to those who have been in your shoes?
That's just it. The XFL for us, for me, and I feel very confident I can speak for Danny, who is my longtime business partner, also co-owner of the XFL. And she was down with me in Miami too, as well. She was on the crew team down there. That's how we met. So she was living the football dream with me, coming to every game. Like, we were focused. Like, that was the goal, was to make it in the NFL. So now years later, life can come full circle. I got the call from her in 2000. She said, word on the street is the XFL is folding. She goes,
Wait. So The Rock, based off of this, wanted to buy the XFL when they first folded. I mean, he was there for the inaugural XFL the first time it came around. He had that famous promo that he did, but man, I didn't know that he wanted to buy. Him and his ex-wife / business partner now wanted to buy the XFL that back then. So this is 20 plus years in the making. Maybe not 20 years, but a long time coming.
I want to buy it. And I'd love for you to partner with me on this. It was the fastest yes I had ever said. And by the way, I remember I wanted to get in contact with you because I remember when we did buy it, you were a little like, I don't know if that was a good decision, right?
Yes, because it's failed so many times. Like,
Yes.
what made you think you could do it?
Absolutely. And I love that, by the way. And I didn't have a chance to get in contact with you then because that's when I was like, oh, I think that's when I started watching the show. And rightfully so, and I understand that concern. It was an easy yes for me because it wasn't, man, this thing has failed twice already. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's got some stink on it. Maybe it's got some bad juju on it. Maybe spring football just doesn't work. But it was just the opportunity to create opportunities for dudes like me who just didn't get drafted. And I felt like, and Danny felt like this too, if we can take our time, let's not try and put it on its feet too quick. Let's go to New York and sit with Roger Goodell, Troy Vincent, hat in hand, respectfully. Here's what we'd like to do. And we did that, by the way. So we flew up to New York after we made the...
And that was actually a smart thing they did, was sit with Roger Goodell and kind of gets a partnership with the NFL, which is smart. Now, I don't know about the USFL, but they're not doing so hot this year. I mean, the XFL benefited this year from being in multiple cities. I mean, DC's probably going to win the championship this weekend. So we'll see about that on Saturday. Who ends up winning the championship? Probably going to be DC, which will put 4 or 5 teams that won a championship since Washington. Commanders went to the Super Bowl. I'm just saying. But that's beside the point, though. XFL was smart to get a partnership with the NFL for longevity. Because now you can get players from the NFL, like practice squad, undrafted guys, and bring them down to the XFL. They get some more experience, and they may be able to get other opportunities with other teams. Like my man Ben DiNucci. My man Ben DiNucci got an opportunity. I don't know if he signed or not, but he got an opportunity to try out for the Broncos. Let's ride. Let's get back to this video.
Acquisition. Sat with Roger and Troy and some of their other executives and said, here's what we'd like to do. There is no competition with the NFL. That's the gold standard. I said, but what we'd love to do is try and grow the game of football.
Smart.
Out of respect. Is there a way that we could find a partnership? And Roger looked right at me and said yes. Looked right at all of us and said yes. So that's the first step. And then the next part was, well, let's take our time. Let's do it right. Let's build the league. We're storytellers ultimately, and we love telling stories. It's what we do at $7. So the challenge is no one knows these players. They're not big time stars like you guys. They weren't making millions of dollars like you guys. But they are living the dream.
Right.
And we've known these are your boys too, right? Like we have all known these players. But they are living the dream. They're trying to work hard. They're trying to put food on their table, take care of their families. Can we make it interesting? Can we apply innovation? What does innovative ruling look like? What do our partnerships look like? So we took our time, and this is why in 2020 we purchased it.
The thing too that they did was they took their time with the game. AAF rushed. USFL, I feel like it was rushed. Now they're on their second season, but they're still in the same city. They're still in the same city that they were in last year. The same city. Why not have these teams play in the cities that they represent and not just in one place? I get if you have the championship or the playoffs in one city, that's understandable, but you should have this stuff spread out. And that's another thing that I believe that the XFL got right, that they had these teams playing in the cities that they represent. And they took their time to really put this together. They didn't rush it. Oh, we're going to buy the XFL, and in a year we're gonna put out our product. No, they took their time, and that's why I believe that the XFL was successful, because of the ownership and that they took their time to really put some time and thought into the XFL. And that's a wrap on that. But that's a good thing that now you have a league like the XFL that are giving guys second chances to make it to the big top, making an NFL. Like The Rock said, you're going to have 50 or 60 guys going to camp. You have a guy like Ben DiNucci, who everybody who's a Cowboy fan always talks crap about Ben DiNucci. But you can't tell me that Andy Dalton is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. Because that's the guy who was on the sidelines helping Ben DiNucci when he had his first start with the Cowboys versus the Eagles. Now, Dak Prescott was on the sidelines every game but Cooper Rush and was in his ear. So Cooper Rush benefited from having Dak Prescott on the sideline. So don't give me that mess about that. But be that as it may, that man has the opportunity to make with the Broncos or another team because of his showing in the XFL, knowing that he was the best quarterback in the XFL most weeks. And guys like him who may have got drafted, may have been undrafted, will get another opportunity in the NFL to show what they are. Show what they're made of and show what teams missed on by passing up on them, because now, because of the XFL, teams have tape on these guys. And they have something that they could use to do film breakdown and see if this guy really fits what we're trying to do with the organization here in the NFL. And the NFL can benefit too, because now they have a league where they could try certain things. Like, oh, we want to do XYZ. Then they could do XYZ and XFL, try it first. If it works, then they can adopt it in the NFL. So it's a great thing that the XFL for longevity has a partnership with the NFL. They could really be like the NBA has the G League. They could be the NFL's G League. So this is MAF Reactions Point. Oh, and I'm going to get up out of here and get to work because I got some grass to cut this morning before it gets hot. And I'll see y'all on next video or live stream. And make sure you check out the MAF Gig channel because I got a new video on that channel. So go check that out. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Because I'm gone like Mr. Vontae Davis. And I'll see y'all soon. Peace.